Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton, and joining me on the podcast today is my good friend, Deven, the roller coaster Rall.
You changed it up, bro?
Decided to this morning, yeah. We don't know if you're up, are you down?
That's actually a very accurate
Where are
nickname.
you?
I appreciate you checking in on me yesterday, by the way.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah,
What did I do?
you just texted me to say, hey, you've been out a couple of days.
You had been.
Just wanted to check in on you.
Was it, sickness or mental health?
No, it was my childcare, my babysitter went to Vegas.
Oh, wow.
I know. So I took a couple days off, took care of the kid. It was great times.
Are you like stalking your babysitter's Instagram to see if she gets up to any crazy?
I mean, that's my mom. So,
your babysitter is your mum?
Yes,
Oh,
that's my mom. My mom was in Vegas for 4 days.
Deanna Rall.
I know. But she put in like the time off and it did well in advance.
Oh, that's good.
So that was good.
For you. Well, I
Yeah.
hope she had a good vacay,
Yeah.
comes back rejuvenated.
Seriously.
Today, we're going to talk about Katy Perry because she has labeled herself as a human pinata and saying she's not going to listen to all the haters. We'll talk about,
But by doing that, she's listening to the haters.
I mean, yeah, this chick, I just
I
can't with
actually
Katy
love her.
Perry.
I know you hate her.
You love Katy
I
Perry?
mean, it's like nostalgic. Her
I just
songs.
can't. Her
I
songs,
Kissed a Girl. Come
but
on.
I can't listen to it anymore without just being annoyed at her.
Okay.
Like,
We'll get into it.
John Elway, he was driving the golf cart when his friend and agent had a tragic fall. This happened at Stagecoach over the weekend.
Yeah,
Really tragic.
Really crazy story.
And finally, we'll talk about that interview with Jordan. Does she have a last name? Hudson.
Hudson, yeah.
And Bill Belichick. It
Dude,
was
so cringe.
so cringe. Now we're kind of hearing a bit more from her. And I'd love to be like just dumping on her like everyone else. I kind of feel like she has a point.
Oh my God, what a take.
We will remind you we're live on YouTube. So if you want to leave your comments or questions or whatever, we will get to them at the end of the show. So about any of the stories or about us, whatever, we don't mind. Okay, to our first story. Katy Perry, she took to Instagram labeling herself as a human pinata as she lashed out at unhinged and unhealed people who left her battered after a space flight. So a lot of emotional sort of language there. She feels like a human pinata. I kind of get that. We have been whacking the human. She is.
I mean, everyone on the internet and everyone has just been completely killing her for the whole like, oh, we're the first women astronauts to space and all that stuff. Like, they barely went to space, bro.
Barely. They went on a flight.
But the thing is, by her like responding to the haters, I always feel like all you're doing is like basically giving them exactly what they want.
Yeah,
It's like just ignore them.
Is that what your mum told you when you were bullied at school?
I was never bullied. I also was never the bully either.
I doubt you were.
I feel like you were bullied.
You feel like I was bullied?
Yeah, you were probably like super scrawny and awkward.
No, I was actually quite muscular back then for a child.
That's a lot. But yeah, I mean, I get it. It's been like weeks on weeks of people just like dunking on her on the internet. And it would get, I guess, a little annoying, but it's like, dude, she's on tour right now, right? Like she's got stuff going on. Like, why are you even putting any fuel on this fire and even acknowledging all these people?
Yeah, I definitely get that. It's hard not to though when, I mean, is her comment section turned on everything? Like all she must hear is like, F you, you're the worst. And, you know, half of those were sent by me.
By the way,
why
I didn't like realize until I like was working here, at least in the office here, why do people hate on her so much? I really don't get it. Honestly,
I think people hate on people who aren't self-aware. If you get like
but what does she do that's not self-aware? Obviously, besides this whole like space thing and acting like they were going on some great adventure when it's like, dude, you guys were up there for 2 seconds.
But before the space thing, there was like throughout her career and just on social media and stuff, she always has some sort of space thing where it's like, really? Do you know how that looks, Katy? Do you know how that looks? Or she'll say something and be like, oh, she just has.
Like, was it like the Super Bowl performance with like the blow up sharks and stuff? Like, I don't.
I think she's just kind of not cool. and I think she's trying to be, and it just comes off as inauthentic.
Okay, I guess I could see that. I don't know. Her music back in the day, like,
well, yeah,
she
back
had
in the
bangers.
day, but I think that's probably her problem. She's kind of a legacy act at this stage, and I
Yeah.
hate to say it, so is Beyonce a little bit. Like, Beyonce's beloved and stuff, and I don't think Katy Perry is, but they're kind of like, they're not current. They are nostalgic, and so I think Katy Perry doesn't know that, and Beyonce
I think
might
the
not either.
big problem, like, just with I'm not speaking on Beyonce, but Katy Perry is just that, like, I feel like she's an artist, right? So all the new music she puts out, she's like, "Oh, this is great. Like, maybe I'm evolving." And I think she probably just needs to embrace the fact, like, when people go to her concerts now, we don't want to hear this new album.
Like, did you
They
hear
wanna
that
hear
Woman's World?
Yeah, terrible.
Like, that's her
Terrible.
comeback song, and
Yeah,
it was maybe the worst song ever written.
Terrible. And it's weird too because her husband is like the coolest guy ever.
He is. Like,
Like, I feel like there's no one who doesn't think he's like the coolest guy ever.
he's like an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
And so I think she probably went up in that spacecraft as
Like she's trying to like one up him.
yeah, almost not one up or sort of like
Be on his level.
see?
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It was
didn't go so well.
Yeah, but Katie, just you're a mom.
You're a mom.
You're a mom. You're on tour. Just don't listen to the haters.
Oh, you're a defender.
Yeah, I just feel like just don't listen to the haters, man. You're rich, famous. Like, who cares what people are saying to you online?
Is she your jam?
I mean, what? I wouldn't say I have a particular jam.
Oh, you don't have a jam?
No. But is she beautiful? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Should we get on with our more tragic story?
Yeah. Great transition.
Yeah, segue. John Elway, Broncos legend, was behind the wheel when one of his best mates and business partner had a tragic incident at Stagecoach.
Mhm.
So they were coming from, it was an after party after Stagecoach. They were going through the La Quinta area just outside Coachella.
Yeah.
And John's business partner and former agent fell off the back. He rolled and hit his head and has a traumatic injury that doctors are saying he's not going to recover from.
Yeah. No, it looks like at some point they're going to, at least what we're being told is that they're going to pull the plug essentially.
God, man. That
Super
is
tragic. And obviously, so La Quinta, this like Madison Club area is where John Elway has a house at.
Yeah.
And super exclusive. Like, Justin Bieber has a house in there. The Kardashians have homes in there. Pretty much everyone in there is like super rich and super famous. But it's just crazy because, like, I mean, obviously we know now this happened last weekend, and really not that much information has come out. The only thing,
police weren't there, were they?
No. So the only thing we know is that John was the one driving. He called 911. The police out there just announced actually late last night that they're now have opened up an investigation into what exactly happened because there was no police report. Like, there were no police called. Like, they sent an ambulance out there. He was transported to the hospital, but
is that unusual for them not to
I think it's a little weird, and I think when you have someone this high profile in this high profile of a community, maybe it's not that uncommon because they know that once police get involved, there's police reports. Maybe there was like it was just a complete accident, but they still don't want any of the information getting out there. Once police are involved, information is going to get out there.
Yeah.
So obviously John hasn't said anything. I mean, clearly he's going through a lot. He was very close to this guy, so that's kind of understandable. But I think people just have a lot of questions like what exactly happened? How did the golf cart crash? I mean, it's very normal in La Quinta. Everyone gets around on like golf carts.
But the time of day and where they were leaving is relevant. And if they were leaving a Stagecoach after party, it would have been in the AM, firstly.
For sure, yeah.
And do you drink at festivals?
I mean, not everybody, but
everybody.
I guess that's the assumption that you would make, or people are wondering, what, like, you don't want to make any allegations really because we don't know what happened here. Like, it could have just been an accident. He could have been driving too fast and went around a curb or a corner and his friend fell up. Regardless, it's a tragic accident, but I do think now that police are investigating that, they're going to interview witnesses and the people who were there, and we're being told there was a few other people that were with them, and it'll be interesting to see what comes of this.
Yeah, really
super tragic. I mean, this guy was driving the golf cart, regardless of, if it was an accident or other things were going on. I mean, he's about to lose his best friend, and it essentially might have been his fault.
Right. Jeff Spurbeck was his name, or is his name. Very, very sad.
Yeah. Yeah, he repped like hundreds of other NFL players as well. Like,
Yeah,
he was a big agent, and I think they had a winery together, him and
did.
John. So super sad. Super, super sad.
Okay, on to our last story. Jordan Hudson is controlling the CBS interview, the one where she kept interrupting the whole time. Now she's defending it, basically suggesting that the interviewer was like annoying, and she thinks that potentially Bill should have done something about it, because she sent out all these retweets like Bill looks like he wants to reach across and strangle the journalist. I kind of wish he did. The tweets labeled her as a private person wanting to keep their private life private.
Come on.
That's not her.
Come on.
She doesn't want to keep their private life private.
She was posting photos of them doing yoga on the beach or whatever.
Right, I know.
She keeps nothing private.
But also, this interview was supposed to be about his book, The Art of Winning. And
that's clearly what they're upset about.
That then they veered into more personal details and asking about the relationship.
Do you think, I mean, clearly at least she's making it look like she's obviously super angry with how the interview went. But do you not think that because all this happened, how many more people know about Bill Belichick's book? If he would have just done an interview with CBS and just talked about like, oh, I had, this happened when we were coaching and this is the decision I made or whatever. I think that's mostly what the book's about, football stuff.
Yeah.
And being in the Patriots organization. Dude, I don't think anyone would have picked that interview up and no one would even know he has a book coming out.
So are you thinking that Jordan is a bit of a genius?
Either she's a marketing genius or she's just like completely fell into this and did a great, like they basically fell into unlimited promo for his book.
Totally. So, maybe all this is just a promo thing.
I don't know. I mean, maybe she's a genius. I also think it was weird that it's when he asked about Jordan, like how they met, and that was the question she shut down.
Yeah.
That was weird to me, no?
But wasn't that the only one that CBS included in the tape? That they said that she did it multiple times?
I guess she shut down multiple questions, but to me it's like, dude, that was a softball question. Everyone already knows how they met, or allegedly, and by her saying, "Oh, don't answer that," it almost makes people think, at least the internet, well, did they not meet on a plane?
No,
did they meet in some other way?
She doesn't want the headline to be about how they met, so don't answer anything about how.
So then, in my mind, she isn't behind all this because, dude,
you were the one who made the theory.
No, I know, but I'm saying she fell into like a ton of publicity, but. If she was smart, she would know that all the headlines would come from him talking about her, not the book.
Right, that's true.
I don't know. It's a weird situation, bro. It's a
really
super weird situation because he's like a legendary NFL head coach, probably the most famous coach ever. And then you're seeing this like 20-year-old who's like essentially controlling his life. It's bizarre, bro.
The power a beautiful woman can have.
But it's like, dude, he could get other beautiful women. That would be cool to just sit in the background. Not to say like women have to sit in the background, but like don't be like interrupting his interviews.
That could be true.
And running his Instagram.
But some guys like that sort of dominance. You know what I mean?
Does he even know that she posts these posts?
She posts on his account, on his Instagram. She does his account.
When I'm watching the interview and the guy's asking him, asking Bill about like all the social media stuff, it seems like he has no clue what the guy's talking about.
No.
Bizarre.
I kind of like Jordan. She's the next Lauren Sanchez. It just seems like Lauren Sanchez.
Good for her. I mean, they're not engaged, are they?
Not yet.
They're for sure. Dude, if she gets pregnant, bro.
All right, let's read out some of your comments. Can she get pregnant? Do swimmers still swim?
Oh, for sure. Can she? She's like 24.
No, can he? Can he?
Yeah. That actor we always cover?
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, Robert De Niro.
True.
He's way older.
Wow, that would be amazing. Okay, reading out some of your comments. Monkey Man says, Katy is cool. You're the uncool one, Charlie Cotton.
That's facts. Monkey Man.
Monkey Man coming with the facts. Armando Miami, I think all the promo is good no matter what. She's just trying to be cute. Give me a job at TMZ, says Armando. All right.
Send in your resume, Armando.
You want to be a PA?
Is his last name Miami or is he from Miami?
I hope his last name is Miami.
Well, if he's from Miami, you got to move, buddy.
David Zaldivar, Katy, don't waste your time on the haters. There will be haters on the internet. Yep, I'm one of them. Bezo,
how often are you posting?
do I post
on her? You keep saying you're a hater. Are you like a weird troll in her comment?
Oh yeah, through my various Finsta accounts, I'll just like
that's bizarre. You need to grow up, bro.
Bezo Lego on Jordan Hudson says he should name his book "The Art of Dating a Succubus." Yeah, I mean that probably would sell better.
I mean, if they wrote a book just about all the dirty deets of their relationship, that would sell way better.
It has to be like
about the Patriots,
like a picture pop-up book. Okay. But in the bedroom.
Okay, you're a pervert.
M says, Cotton, your short beard makes your face look a lot thinner. Either look is great.
I didn't even notice, but that is interesting that they note it because you've been telling me that you feel like you've gained weight. So is this like your way of?
I actually prefer the.
You could just work out or eat healthier. You don't have to cut your beard.
That's too much work. That's too much work. No, I did shave off some of the beard. It does make my face look a little thinner, but I actually prefer the bigger beard for some reason.
Covers up more.
I just like the homeless look. Something about it.
I like the homeless.
Anna Malik, I found Charlie's twin brother on the Australian edition of The Traders Season 2.
I can't wait to see this.
I've seen, I know who she's talking about. Really tall guy.
Is he handsome?
I wouldn't call him handsome.
When anyone says like, hey, you look like this person, it's always insulting.
It always is. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today. Cheers, Deven.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you guys here tomorrow. Goodbye.